Hi, in this lecture we are going to discuss about the architecture of 80386. Here we mention as a DX. By default, whenever we say the 80386, it is a DX. There is a difference between the DX and SX in that DX support the double word formatting and SX support the single word formatting. That's why the series SX compatible to the 8086. Now this is the simplified block diagram of 80386 microprocessor. It is basically divided into the three different units. That's the memory management unit, then bus interface unit, and central processing unit. But sake of understanding, we are dividing into six different blocks. That is the first one called as the prefetch unit, bus control unit, then instruction unit, execution unit, segmentation unit, and paging unit. Pause the video and try to draw the block diagram first. Then we'll move the that is a description of the block diagram. Now moving forward, the internal architecture of Thread 6 includes the three functional units and that are operating in parallel because it will support the pipelining processing. What is meant by the pipelining? The fetching, decoding, executing, as well as the memory management and the bus access for the several instructions are performed simultaneously. So now we are going to discuss the each and every unit one by one. First is bus control unit. The main function of the bus control unit is to communicate with the outside world. It will provide the 32-bit bidirectional data and 32-bit address bus. So the full 32 indicate that it has a non-multiplex data and address bus. Unlike your 8086 has a multiplex address data bus. So that's why the speed of operation is less of 8086 as compared to the 80386. These are some responsibilities of the control bus control unit. It will accept the internal request for the code fetch from the fetch unit, as well as it will accept the request from the data transfer from the execution unit. It will send the address data and control signals to the memory as well as IO devices for communication purpose. Next unit is the code fetch unit. The instruction fetch unit, in that the code fetch unit, it has a two different parts, that is instruction prefetch and pre-decode unit. The instruction prefetch unit fetches the instructions sequentially from the memory, byte by byte. It uses the control unit, control bus unit to fetch the instruction bytes when it not performing any bus cycle. These prefetches instruction bytes are stored into the 16-byte code queue. Means the 16-byte codes in advance it can store. So that's why the speed of operation is very faster. Instruction pre-decode unit. This unit take the instruction bytes from the instruction prefetch queue and translate them into the small program called as the microcode. Then it will decode the instruction and then store into the instruction queue. Then next is instruction decoder unit. The instruction decoder translates the instruction from the preferred queue into a small program, and decoded instruction then stored into the instruction queue using FIFO for pre-processing by the execution unit. Execution unit contain the different three blocks. You can say the three blocks. One is the control block, data block, and another is called as the prediction test unit. Control unit contain the microcodes and special hardwares. They allows the processor to reduce the time required for the execution and for the multiplication and division. It also used to speed up the effective address calculation. The data unit include the 32-bit ALU, 8 general purpose register having 32 bits, as well as the 64 bits barrel shift register, which is used to perform the multiplication using shifting operation in a one clock cycle. Data unit carries out the data operation required by the control unit. The protection test unit check the segments violation under the control of the microcode. Segmentation unit. It is a responsibility of the segmentation unit is that it will divide the physical memory into the different variable size segments. It will calculate and translate the logical address into the linear address. It will translate this linear address to the paging unit. It also use to calculate the linear address using the base segment base address and effective address. It provides the four-level protection mechanism for protecting the and isolating the system code and data from those of the application. Paging unit. It is responsible to divide the physical memory into the equal size. Upon enabling the paging mechanism, 80386 translate the linear address into the physical address. If it is not enabled, then the physical address is identical, that is same as the linear address. The paging unit gives the physical address to the base interface unit to perform the memory and I/O access. The paging unit organizes the physical memory of the equal size of the 4 kilobytes. That part I want to deliver with this lecture. This is the exercise. Observe the block diagram of 2806 and 3806 and try to by heart the diagram by analyzing the similar blocks among them. You have to draw the register sets of 386. This is the similar to the 286 with some changes. Just look at the registers and flag registers and note down the different points. Thank you.